Although Pakistanis are voting for a better future, but they continue to live in the shadow of terror. Two explosions near electoral candidates' offices in Pakistan's southwestern province of Balochistan killed 26 people and wounded dozens on Wednesday. Islamic State claimed the responsibility for the blasts. Authorities have boosted security at polling booths. Considering the same, countries' western border crossings with Iran and Afghanistan have been closed and will reopen on Friday. As Pakistan goes to polls, a rise in terrorist activities, a struggling economy and questions surrounding the vote's credibility are dominating the discourse. Defense experts in India say that polls offer little hope for near-term political stability.
Balochistan, it's particularly bad because both in the Baloch areas as well as the Pashtun areas, there's a lot of resistance to Pakistan out there, and people don't identify themselves with the elections. So I think there is this wave of violence which has taken over. There have been smaller attacks which have escaped the attention of many people on candidates, on their offices and others.
We know the result. Now tomorrow in Pakistan, the one who is going to win is not a candidate, and he is the army chief, Munir. And he is not standing for election. Whosoever becomes prime minister, whether it is Nawaz Sharif or the young Bhutto, real power is held by the army chief, who is not standing for election.
From all accounts, these elections on 8 February are not just the most predictable, but also the most rigged. Because it's clear for everyone in Pakistan, if you see the commentary that is coming from within Pakistan, that the election results are clear, that the army in various ways is doing pre-election engineering, it will probably do some election engineering and post-election engineering to get a government that it wants in place, and it is said that it will possibly be a selection of Nawaz Sharif and his PMLN party. So I think that is the widespread expectation, and that's fairly accurate.
All right, DD India correspondent Akshay Dongare is joining us with more. Akshay, Pakistan is holding 12th national general elections, and we also know how multiple crises are plaguing the country. There are varied views coming in with regard to the expectations, and also we've given a broad outline as to how the political parties are placed in the country. You spell out more details about what do we expect with regard to the prospects of the political parties for these general elections.
Well, Preeti, very good morning to you. Yes, the 12th elections in Pakistan are underway right now, and what we are seeing just ahead of the elections started yesterday, we saw the kind of attacks that took place in various parts of Pakistan, which several people have died as well. That gives out an idea that what kind of security situation is already prevailing there, when the chief election commissioner, Raja, had already asked authorities to provide all sort of arrangements as far as providing security to the voters are concerned. The kind of messaging is clear. We are seeing how experts are reacting to the elections that are happening in Pakistan, and that they have pointed one thing right, that ultimately it is going to be the person who is elected by the army that may have more chance to win with the kind of political approach that we have been seeing, the kind of turmoil that we have been seeing in Pakistan. It is clear that the country hasn't learned lessons from its past as far as the questionable past of elections are concerned, of not even a single government able to complete their tenure in this in the past history of Pakistan, the past 75 years, while India and Pakistan both in fact got independent on the same time. At the same time, while one country is a thriving democracy, the other is a questionable democracy, with none of the prime ministers being able to complete even a single tenure so far, and the army meddling in the affair while maintaining that they are not political as far as the political matters are concerned, has not been a secret. It has been an open secret for the rest of the world as well. and what the way prosecution of Imran Khan took place in the country, the way how Nawaz Sharif tried to meddle, try to mend his ties rather with the army, and how the entire prosecution of Nawaz Sharif in fact turned upside down. That clearly shows that it is not the political leaders who are in fact running the country, or for that fact running the elections. It is a greater power, and it is no hidden secret that what that greater power is in Pakistan, given the fact that unless and until the army agrees with a political party or their view, it becomes difficult for the elected leaders to in fact deliver onto the tenure that they have been given. And that exactly remains the biggest question, that even if the elections are completed and a leader is chosen, will it make any difference? Because when Imran Khan was elected as the prime minister, there were hopes in Pakistani awam or Pakistani janta that whether Imran Khan will be able, or rather he will be the first leader to in fact complete a tenure as a prime minister. But it happened exactly as it has been happening so far. And now the question remains is that who is going to be the leader, and whether anything will change as far as the country is concerned, the democracy is concerned in the
All
South
right.
Asian nation.
Akshay, now we also know how the electoral process there is being touted as being rigged, and also how not many hopes are being pinned with regards to the commentary that has been coming in from within Pakistan. One point. Secondly, let us understand more from you as to what are the challenges that are faced by the new government, and a new government in Pakistan. What does it mean for India?
Well, India is also closely monitoring the elections, given the fact that it has had a strained relation with Pakistan because of the terrorist activities Pakistan has been involved in. One of the most important thing, Preeti, that remains to be seen is about the economy of Pakistan, because just ahead of the elections, Shehbaz Sharif, the caretaker, Shehbaz Sharif, brother of the former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, and also himself being the former Prime Minister, he has clearly mentioned that once the new government comes, the biggest challenge for them is to go to the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, to bring economy on the right track once again. So the talks of economy being brought on the right track has been going on for decades now. It hasn't happened. Every time there is election, a hope is given to the public that the next government, when it comes, it will go to the IMF or it will go to the World Bank. It will ask for a newer loan to pay out the older loans. So it has become a loop right now as far as the economy of Pakistan is concerned, and it remains to be seen that how the government plans to break it, because so far they haven't laid out any strong plans. The narrative has mostly been anti-India during the election rallies in Pakistan. Perhaps that has been the only talking point for the political leaders. Economy or development or growth hasn't found a much place as far as the political rallies are concerned, given the fact that the narratives that are dominating are either religious dogmatism, or it has been anti-India sentiment, or rather it has been, or on many occasions it has been bashing the opposition parties, and not much has been spoken on the economy of the country that is in tatters right now, given the fact that inflation is currently soaring high. People are not having enough. Many of the people don't have enough income that they have to spend even on the basic necessities. So these are going to be the primary challenges, Preeti, once the new government comes in, whether it is Nawaz Sharif, or it is Junior Bhutto, or it is somebody supported by the PTI chief Imran Khan, who is currently in jail. That remains to be seen, that what the government is going to do. But there are immense number of challenges, and it seems that the focus of the government is already in the wrong place.
All right, Akshay, we leave it here. Thank you for joining in with those details.